Well, it looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. This is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Good afternoon on this very soggy day. Before I get to the forecast, with a lot of rain from today and maybe not so pleasant of Memorial Day weekend, I do want to talk about something that just came out this morning. The National Climate Prediction Center, which is part of NOAA, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, put out a report about the upcoming hurricane season. So I do want to talk very briefly about that. So this is the article, and you can go right on the website here, noaa.gov, NOAA.gov, to get this article. So this is a quite interesting picture here of a hurricane. It's kind of neat seeing it from space. But the interesting part is there's almost no El Nino, which is kind of what the article is talking about. So the Climate Prediction Center says the Atlantic could see another above normal hurricane season. And when you go a little bit in depth with the article, there's no El Nino, there's warmer than average ocean temperatures, not just in the Pacific, but also the Atlantic, it looked like. And also, there's something that kills hurricanes called wind shear. The wind shear basically means from a side view, a profile view, different layers of the atmosphere have different levels of wind. That's why it's shearing. The wind shear is not very high from what they're forecasting over the summer, so it seems like the hurricane will be able to expand more vertically without having to deal with any breaking up of the atmosphere. Basically, the way hurricanes work, what they actually should say they start, is from Africa. So they come off the west coast of Africa. Let's see, I can't really show it on here, but say the coast of Africa is right over here. Then this starts to develop coming across the Atlantic through the tropics, and in the tropics has a lot of moisture. Basically, in terms of latitude, 20 degrees north to 20 degrees south. That kind of tropical area is called the Intertropical Convergence Zone. So that's getting a little bit more in depth with meteorology, but basically that's kind of like a sweet spot for hurricanes to develop, which is kind of looking like where this hurricane is. They didn't actually credit what hurricane this was, but it's still quite an interesting hurricane. So maybe a little bit above average with the named storms. They were estimating anywhere between, let me see if it's on here. The likelihood, here we go, right here. Likelihood of 11 to 17 named storms, and that's at least 39-mile-per-hour winds. 5 to 9 could become hurricanes, although this is just the Atlantic as a whole. That doesn't mean any of those are going to make landfall in the United States. Some could, but it's still way too hard to predict exactly where the hurricanes are. It's just the likelihood of more hurricanes developing this season is increasing, and I think they gave it in this chart right here. Looks like 45%. So a 45% average, yep, 45% likelihood of above average hurricane season. So something to keep in mind. If we do see if I do see anything out there, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. So I just want to give you a quick little update on the latest with the upcoming hurricane season for the summer, since the hurricane season does start June 1st, which is coming up very quickly. So now back into our area. Where'd my radar go? There's my radar. So we're seeing right here, kind of these scattered little heavy actually in some of those darker yellows there. Kind of little pockets of rain, but the majority of this, let me put this in motion for you. Right there. Maybe it'll go. There we go. And it's pretty much just going south to north. So we could see a few more little things pop up here and there, but it looks like it's starting to diminish. And now when we take a look at the forecast models, we are still seeing quite a bit of widespread precipitation throughout today and tonight, but it looks like the heaviest is almost over, but we could still see some rain throughout the rest of the day and tonight. Oh, and tonight it does look like it's kind of difficult to see here. If I go back into tonight, the center of the low pressure, very small right there, will be passing overnight tonight. So there's going to be a lot of stuff happening in the atmosphere. So there is a possibility where we could hear a couple of rumbles of thunder, maybe a few lightning strikes. That's not really out of the question either for tonight. And once that goes away, this is tomorrow at about 2 p.m. Not nearly as heavy, but we are seeing again some lingering showers, and these isobars there, those black lines, they're very close together. So that means it could be a little bit breezy at times as well. Now we're going to start looking at Memorial Day weekend. So this is 2 p.m. on Saturday on this GFS American forecast model. The morning, actually let me go back one just to show you the morning. So the morning, once that catch, there we go, looks pretty dry there. Not really too much happening, but then once we start getting into Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening, there is this high pressure off into the Atlantic, but the low pressure coming up near us is bringing these showers. Looks like the low pressure kind of wins out a little bit, so we could see some showers coming through in the afternoon and evening hours for Saturday, according to this one, the GFS here. Then it looks like clears out. So this is Sunday morning. So again, it's dry right there. The high pressure now won out, so it's keeping the showers mostly at bay there. But it looks like not for long, because then the high moves out. The high pressure is out of the picture now, and this line here of showers made its way through. So Sunday afternoon, again, another couple of rounds of showers. Then for Memorial Day itself, there, too far. There. So the morning going into the afternoon, again, a bit more showery activity. So it looks like your Memorial Day, any activities you have, whether you're going out with family, friends, anybody else in the military, maybe a little bit of showery action going on there. And beyond that, Tuesday starts to look dry. And so it's dry for the morning, then we start seeing these showers coming in from the northwest to just the west. So it looks like a bit more shower activity coming in Tuesday night, going into Wednesday. So this is Wednesday morning at about 8 a.m. It's just barely holding on there. Over Long Island mostly. It mostly looks like Tuesday night into Wednesday actually coming through the area. And then Wednesday itself, it's interesting. So it's dry right over us in the tri-state region there. But northern New York State, northern Connecticut, Massachusetts see some showers. Then to the south in the Atlantic, there's some showers there. So we're kind of in the middle. So it's a possibility that the models could shift either way and bring either the showers in the Atlantic up into our area or the showers in New York State, Massachusetts there down into our area. So keep an eye on that definitely for you. And again, this is just one forecast model. The next one I'm going to show you, the NAM. And this one will start today. Again, these showers and periods of rain there are going to be a little bit more scattered throughout the afternoon and evening today until we get to tonight. So let's go into tonight right there. This is about 2 a.m. Looks like about 2 a.m. The low pressure is just barely passing Long Island there. And again, with the dynamics of the system, the low pressure could be causing some convection, which would mean some rumbles of thunder and a little bit of lightning. So they're pretty much in agreement as of tonight with the rain, the NAM and the GFS. Going into tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, this is about 8 a.m. Looks pretty dry. A lot of the shower activity is north of the area. However, the low pressure could bring some showers around the backside because in the northern hemisphere, low pressures spin counterclockwise. So we could see some of these showers come back around. And let's see if that happens. Ever so slightly there. So again, a bit more scattered with the showers. Not really too much like today, it's just going to be a bit more scattery, except the NAM overall looks to be a little bit lower than intensity than the GFS. Going into Memorial Day weekend, so the NAM is pretty dry until this is about 11 p.m. that's when we start seeing these showers come in, because throughout most of the day, let me rewind a little bit there, it was pretty dry. All these showers are kept to the west of the area, so a little bit of a difference started up there between the NAM and the GFS. So then overnight, Saturday into Sunday, looks like some showers. So they are in agreement with that. However, the intensity looks much different. So that's pretty much overnight Saturday into Sunday going into, actually this is 8 a.m. Sunday. That's much less than what the GFS was showing. And then about as far out as this forecast model goes is about 8 p.m. Sunday, which is showing another round of precipitation slowly making its way, and not there yet, but it looks like again those showers could be in the area more so in the afternoon for Memorial Day. And that was about it with the NAM. Now for the 7-day forecast. So a little bit cool today, right around 60. A little bit warmer tomorrow, but we're going to have a little bit of lingering showers, mostly cloudy. And if you notice these overnight low temperatures, they're pretty much all in the 50s. So that's just about average for most areas in the tri-state region. However, the temperature is also pretty much average, right around the low 70s there. A little bit warmer getting into next week though. So again, Memorial Day, we're seeing some showers. Definitely bring the umbrella. Maybe if you have a barbecue outside, try and cover up the barbecue as best you can. And the weekend doesn't look too pleasant. And showers Saturday night into Sunday there. Going into next week, once we start seeing warmer, Tuesday night, that's again where we could start seeing some showers. Not really too much in the way of Wednesday, but looks a bit better. I'm going to call it partly sunny, and temperatures right around the mid-70s there. So that's about it. I wanted to give you guys that update on the hurricane season that was just put out this morning. Forecast for Memorial Day weekend and Memorial Day itself. If you guys want to follow me, you can definitely like. If you watch my YouTube channel, subscribe below. And this is meteorologist Andrew Pinero. Hope you guys have a great day. Definitely enjoy Memorial Day weekend, even though we have a little bit of showers. And remember to thank a veteran.